assist. So she's an early bird, this one. She's going to get the worm. Can't wait to see her flourish, that's for sure. Well, welcome back. It's Leanne's favourite street. We say by George. And well, the ironic thing is someone is going to buy George. So let's see who that person is going to be. Number 22A here in George Street, Papakura. It really is my wife and lead agent, Leanne Stewarts' favourite street in Papakura. I assure you of that. It is very true. Whenever she lists a property on George Street, she comes home and she says, Craig, I've found the property, I want to buy one. And it's like, it's just her excitement coming through. But of course it would be untoward for us to bid at our own auctions, but there you go. Today Leanne isn't here, but we are flanked by Corin Kennedy, our principal owner and all-round good lady, and we thank her for stepping into the hot seat and setting things up for us. And of course, on behalf of Jag and Colbert, we say thank you for entrusting us with the sale of their property. Now, formally, Auckland Council knows this property specifically as a freehold property, so the highest form of land ownership, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, that's lot number 2, comprising 403 square metres of good terra firma. That's deposited plan 405190 on that certificate of title that I know Leanne and her psychic Joe have availed to one and all. It's 521875 if you're wondering online at any rate. You've got a little bit of part of the driveway there, a half share at 77 metres squared nonetheless. Tenancies, so vacant possession is offered when these folks move out. There ain't going to be anyone here. So you can move in on that date set down in black and white here is 30th April 2021. It's not far away. There is a burden of late settlement, and I don't even want to tell you what that is. It's exorbitant at 12%. Just forget about it. At any rate, the chattels, it's a fair list. I'm telling you, it's a fair list. There's a heat pump for every person that lives in the house, pretty much, and so that all equates to creature comforts. But no changes to the paperwork that's been in circulation, and all that is there for your enjoyment. In respect of additional clauses, this contract reads pretty clean, I have to say, Corin. I'm sure you've had your legal team have a look over it and you're satisfied to bid today on an unconditional basis. Now, I do need to run through some rules. We call them the rules of engagement, formerly the conduct of auction. After I've done that, I'll share some brief words about this good property, and then we'll kick into proceedings to what you've come here for. So, the conduct of auction, ladies and gentlemen, the property is offered up subject to reserve price. I've got that written reserve in my pocket. I won't be letting you know what that is, Mr. Hooker around the corner there. Prompted me for that. Nonetheless, look, subject to that reserve being met or exceeded, the highest bidder, of course, you're going to be the lucky new owner. Now, I may nominate the bidding increments today, I may refuse a bid, and I may place a vendor bid. It's not my intention, and if I do, it's just a roadmap showing you where you need to be in order to buy this brick and tile delight. The team may withdraw the property from the market before it's been sold again. They didn't get on the market for fun. They are here to sell. Now, any disputes, I haven't had one in the couple of years I've been working in Papakura, so we won't even mention that. But look, the important stuff is, should you be the lucky new owner, I'm going to ask you to sign this contract, turn it into an ironclad agreement. I'm going to ask you to part ways with a deposit. That deposit again is 10% the purchase price. And of course, I'd just ask you to acknowledge receipt of the approved REINZ guide. Now, that's pretty simple stuff, and that's the formal part out of the way. Now, moving to the property, I said there's a plethora of heat pumps. Boy, you know, I'd like to be nestled up in here in winter. You're gonna be cozy. I can assure you of that. You've got a HRV, so all of those creature comforts. Your family's going to be healthy. And that's what's important, ladies and gentlemen. In terms of the location, well, I can tell you I'll be sending my my fruitful offspring to Papakura High these days as over Rosehill. It's going from strength to strength. That place, I keep on hearing good things about it. Papakura Township is a stone's throw away, as is the train station, as is that commute into town if you need to make it. But for heaven's sake, with the Hey, Chaos is coming to town, so it's a perfect cafe from Pookie. They've seen that Papakura is becoming vibrant. It's a place to be. They're setting up shop, so it's a couple of minutes down for an eggs Benny and a flat white in the morning. It's a relatively new property, and so there's not a lot to do here. If I was to do anything, I'd be just chucking my barbecue table out the back there and tying it up to have those good family times where you will all flourish. Look, I could go on for some time about this property. It excites me. I know it excited Leanne, and I know she'd love to be here today, but let's see who's going to be the new owner. While I roll this tidy little contract up as tight as I possibly can, I place myself in your capable hands, ladies and gentlemen, to share with me your opinion on value, because it matters. Set me a light. Who wants to be my defender? Who's got an idea they'd like to share with me? Who would you like to be? Ma'am, have you got some thoughts to share?
Over here, got a bid?
750.
750.
So we've said 750 straight away, but I'm happy to work with you if you want to say maybe 770 seems like a nice step, but it's 750, 750,000. The factions that like fractions, and I sure do. Let me count it down then. It's 750. It appears we've got an auction. You're happy to say 770, or perhaps 760 if that's going to help you along. I'm happy to work with you. I'm going to stand in your way. 760?
760.
Nicely said, ma'am.
770.
At 770. So Kroon's buyer on the telephone there's not wasting any time, and I know they've filled in the necessary paperwork. Just let you know that everything's out in the open here, but it's $770,000 now. It appears we've got an auction, ladies and gentlemen. Travelling in those 10s, so 780 would be the next retort. I know that if I get the numbers wrong, I've got a psychic here that's going to say, oi, wrong number. But it's $770,000 now. I search it out and I seek it out, and I'm looking for that 780 to help you buy the property. But it's $770,000, clear intention on the phone. The telefono. Once, then I call away at 770. 780. So, gee, that's a strong lunge right there at $780,000. I tip my hat to that bid. So you're straight back in front there. Hold tight and hold strong with me as I walk hand in hand with you now. At $780,000 for all the... I was going to say for the freehold terra firma, but he didn't even need to hear that for the encouragement, ladies and gentlemen. It's 790,000 and a bit now. It just sounds logical to land on that magical number, the 8. But at 790,000, where do you go? I'm searching it out and I'm singing it out, ladies and gentlemen. I'm poking and I'm prodding. At 790,000. But it doesn't have to be a 10. Look, if it's gonna help you guys.
795.
795. I don't even need to finish sentences today. It just
96.
seems 796. Crikey. I should throw that straight back at them. But look, I'm in a good mood. This is my last auction for today. If you wanna pitch away brick for brick, well, I'm happy to work with you now at 796,000 and a bit now. So at 796, we're travelling in singles now. 797's the next step. We've got new interest perhaps at the back of the room at 797.
800.
797 says 800, so they've put up 3, trying to shake the competition loose, and I understand that. At 800, puts the hand straight back up, and he says 3, but they're trying to nudge me with the 1, aren't they? Okay, so we've got a play here that's moving brick for brick, it seems, at $801,000 now, and that's their strategy. You have to respect it. Who am I to stand in their way? At 801 now, we're travelling in singles, and I'll offer the same kind of oblige the same level. If that helps you, just nudge away at it.
802.
Clear intent. And 3, he says. So at 803, they've thrown the margin straight back in the ring there at 803 with a measure for measure. Is it an 804, perhaps 810? But I've got it here, 803 at the back. I appreciate it. It's big decisions being made, so just extending some time to these folks.
804.
804. Hand goes straight back up there, Corin. So at 805, gentlemen, it's not going to be shaken too easily. At $805,000 now for freehold property here in Papakura. $805,000. At
806.
806, thank you. At 806, Is it a 7 at the back? But at $806,000, I've got it right here. It just seems that people just keep on pouring in. You'd hate for them to join the party at this race, I tell you. But at any rate, where do we go from here, ladies and gentlemen? At $806,000 and a bid now as we look for the 7. At 806, once I'll call it at 806,000 for the want of a mere single. Twice, ladies and gentlemen, 806, and as I say, 807 is the next retort. In your favour, ma'am, hold tight. Third, then final time at 806,000. Is it 807? Sir, Karen? Okay, so at 806,000, we're just going to take a quick break. I'm going to have a discussion with my vendor in the room. Hold tight, ladies and gentlemen.
I worked really hard for 1 week and I just do module 2, 3 and physical 2 bits that I need a couple of them. So I just need to get that done and then can do more this week.
It doesn't get to be very often.
It's a lot of reading.
I do it 26.
But it's really like the questions, some questions you can't find answers in there, but some questions it's just like you don't know what the answers are because it doesn't say anything reading. Yeah. At one stage me and Dad really struggled with this one assessment, so we decided we were going to replace it. So we had 10 attempts, not 5. Yeah. So I got up to 4 attempts and he would do it his 4 attempts and then he got it right. Like, work that way.
So, ladies and gentlemen, certainly appreciate you sticking with me here. No one's left. In fact, I think we've gained 1 or 2 people. Amazing. Everyone wants to be at George Street. So, as you can imagine, it's a huge decision selling your property and moving on in life, isn't it? So, I've had a chat. At the number, we are selling the property. I can tell you it's going out. I offer finality, the jingle jangle of keys. So at this very moment, at $806,000, in the favour of this person here, just around the corner, the whole family, the whole shebang, they're here, in the kicker. $806,000, 806,000, ladies and gentlemen, we're selling the property. Is there an 807? Anything north of 806? I call it out and I sing it out now.
500?
Say it again.
500.
Oh, righto. You almost had it there at 806 and 500. So at 806 and a half, ladies and gentlemen, is it another brick for brick and measure for measure?
We're going to 07, please.
807, ma'am. Clear intent. There at 807 and 500. Straight back in, yes. At 807 and 500, wasting no time with their lunge for finality. And that's what it really becomes there. So at 807 and 500, 808's the next kind of rank. The next step to go to, ladies and gentlemen, 807 and 500. Can someone turn one of those 10 heat
Now
pumps on?
500, please.
807 and 808. Righto. At $808,000 now. 808 and 500. 809 next. But 808 and 500, I've got it right there. You've still got it. 808 and 500. Once I'll call away over here at $808,000 and 500. 809. At $809,000. West to east is no good. At 809, we travel in 500s, but don't be limited by that. Would you guys like to have a little flurry, give it a little go? Righto. Have I missed anyone? Is anyone kind of just waiting for me to connect with them and just give them that little bit of encouragement that they need to get that? No? Righto. Okay. Well, look, at $809,000 in the favour of this lovely family right here, I'm going to sing it out. I'm going to call it out. Ladies and gentlemen, Tahi Rua Toru. Bid? $810,000. 810 Is it
And 500.
810 and 500? And we're on the market. They know that at 810 and 500, 811,000 is the next cap off the rank, the next step then, but at 810, 500 now. At 810, 500, first call, second time at 810 and 500, here at 22A George Street. Third then, hand went up then, was that it? Third then, final time. You fought the good fight and I appreciate your efforts on the phone. When the contract comes to Pam, huge round of applause. It's a big day for this family. Ladies and gentlemen, it goes here. It is sold. Well done. Well done. Crew and I thank you for your telephone bills efforts, I really do. And for the rest of you, thank you for coming. Targets, Pavakura. See us for the same result. Thank you.